Well, there's no doubt the Trump rally is looking for a pause, but I got to tell you, these midday lulls, they keep being greeted by late buying as investors. They're so extremely excited about all of the different possibilities. Now, this actually continues to be reflected in the transportation names, which got a big boost after the close on this. Get this. Warren Buffett has taken stakes in 4 airlines. Now, Buffett may not want to admit it, but he is buying into the Trump economy in big time. But, you know, it's not just airlines. You guys remember the dry bulk index? Well, there are a lot of areas that reflect new hope for the economy, but one that really seems odd is because think about all the worries about global warfare. Well, the dry bulk index has rallied 230% rather, from its lowest point in January. It's up 15% since the election. Dry bulk ship carriers, they're 15% of the world's total merchandise. Now we're talking about ore, coal, grains, that kind of thing that grows an economy. There was actually a time years ago when this index was being used as the primary gauge for the health of the global economy, and then the carriers began ordering these ships. I'm talking like 1,100 feet long, and they couldn't pay for it. They got in trouble. The global economy slumped. So while it's not a pure proxy for what's going on, and even now as the rally is due in part to renegotiating these deals, there are certain elements of what we're seeing in dry bulk that do reflect the health of trade and the promise of a global economic recovery. You know, what's really interesting about the move is that we've already seen where the market says it doesn't think a trade war is going to happen. In fact, it sees Donald Trump spurring growth and putting America in a position to be the straw that stirs the global drink. Now, the star of this industry is dry ships. You guys remember dry ships? Up 208% today, 813% in the past 5 sessions. And by the way, if you think that's too much too fast, you should understand the stock is still down more than 99% from its May 2008 split-adjusted high. Now, for tomorrow, I'm watching for a rebound in crude oil, which has been crushed. We've overlooked this, but they're looking oversold here. And that needle probably could also get a boost with an announcement of an energy secretary who happens to be a pioneer in the industry. Wink, wink. I'm not going to say who it is, but keep in mind I just said that. Also, I'm watching for the techs. Key names there have a little bit more room to the downside, but then there's some really good support points for those who wanted to buy some of these severely oversold tech names.